Little liftoff.
Roll program is in on time.
Little liftoff. We have liftoff of the Titan Centaur carrying the...
Have you ever imagined that you would feel like crying for a satellite? Yes, it's real. My father told me that when he was 14 years old, he sat quietly in his room. In New York, he watched the launch of Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. He didn't say a word. He just watched. Voyager is not just a machine. It is a silent witness of our existence, carrying our story into the deepest dark we have never seen. We have all heard about the stories of the great discoveries, the planets, the rings, the moons we never knew existed. But now what? Where is Voyager now? What happened to it? And what does it mean that it's still out there? On September 5th, 1977, NASA launched Voyager 1 from Cape Canaveral in Florida. Its twins, Voyager 2, had already been launched 16 days earlier on August 20th, taking a longer, slower path through the outer solar system. Together, they were sent on the Grand Tour, a rare planetary alignment that only happens once every 175 years, that would let a single spacecraft swing past Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune using gravity only. No full burns, just physics, just the pull of giant walls, handling these two small machines off to each other again and again like a relay race across the solar system. And they did it. They flew past all four the outer gas giants. They gave us our first close look at Jupiter's volcanic moon. They revealed intricate rings around Saturn. They found new moons around Uranus and Neptune. And then they kept going. In November 2023, something went wrong. Voyager 1, humanity's most distant object, stopped sending readable data back to Earth. Not silence, but it was still transmitting something very strange. The signal was like garbage. Unreadable, like receiving a letter written in a language no one could translate anymore. Do you know what's the biggest problem? A single memory chip inside Voyager's flight data system had failed. That chip contained a critical portion of the software that tells the spacecraft how to package and send its data. This chip couldn't be replaced. There were no spare parts, no technicians, no way to physically reach it. Voyager 1 is over 14 billion miles away. A radio signal takes more than 22 hours just to get there. So, NASA engineers did something remarkable. They found a way to rewrite and relocate Voyager's code, splitting it into separate sections stored across different parts of the spacecraft's memory, working around the broken chips entirely. On 20th April 2024, for the first time in 5 months, Voyager 1 sent back clean, readable data. The team had effectively performed surgery on a computer that was 15 billion miles away, using only radio waves. Right now, as you watch this, Voyager 1 is over 15 billion miles from Earth, roughly 170 times the distance between the Earth and the Sun. That's so far that even traveling at the speed of light, a signal takes more than 22 hours to reach it. By the end of 2026, that will stretch to a full 24 hours, one light day. It will be the first human-made object ever to reach that milestone. Voyager 1 crossed out of our solar system entirely in 2012, becoming the first object made by humans to enter interstellar space. Voyager 2 followed in 2018, taking a different path, heading out below the plane of the solar system. Today, Voyager 1 is heading towards the constellation of Ophiuchus. Voyager 2 is moving towards a small star called Ross 248 in the constellation Andromeda. In 40,000 years, they will pass near these stars. As of now, both Voyagers are still running, but barely. Their power comes from plutonium batteries that lose about 4 watts every year. Engineers have been turning off heaters, shutting down instruments one by one just to keep the remaining sensors alive a little longer. Scientists expect meaningful scientific data until sometimes around 2025 to 2030. After that, only faint proof of life signals, and by 2036, complete silence. But even they go quiet, they won't stop. Both Voyagers will drift through interstellar space forever, carrying the golden record, 115 images of Earth, the sound of rain, greetings in 55 languages from every corner of our world, a message to anyone or anything, just out there. Even now, the edge of everything we know, Voyager 1 is still doing science. Its plasma wave instrument, 2 antenna rods stretching 10 meters behind the spacecraft, had been picking up something remarkable, a constant faint hum of plasma vibrating in the interstellar medium. Scientists used this signal to make the first continuous measurements of the density of interstellar space, the actual fabric of the void between stars. It's denser than we expected, and it's slowly getting denser the further Voyager goes. And then there is the boundary itself, the heliopause, the place where the sun's influence ends and the true interstellar space begins. Voyager found something strange there, a wall of heat, a boundary of zone where temperature spikes to between 30,000 to 50,000 degrees Kelvin, a blazing hot wall at the edge of our solar system that, by all logic, should not exist. We don't fully understand it yet. Scientists are still studying the data, but that's exactly the point. We sent 2 machines into the unknown 48 years ago, and they are still teaching us things we never knew to ask. The heliopause isn't a sharp line. It's thick, complex, turbulent boundaries, and Voyager is the only thing we have ever sent through it. Cosmic rays, the high-energy particles from exploded stars across the galaxy. Voyager measures them getting stronger the further it goes. Galactic magnetic field blends in ways that surprised every model we had built. It is drawing a map of territory no probe has ever been, and it's doing it with instruments built in 1970s, running on a power source the size of a car battery. My father watched Voyager leave. He was 14. He didn't know it would be so great for us. None of us did, right? But 48 years later, it's still going, still listening, still sending back whispers from a place no human eye has ever seen. So yes, you might feel like crying about a satellite today. And honestly, that seems very right.